A year in hard gaming. What can I say about this organization, this family, this group? When I first joined, the roster was a lot different than it is today. A lot of my friends are no longer a part because of drama or other miscellaneous reasons. I originally joined for a few reasons, which I will relist. As someone who has moved a tad bit away from gaming, I didn't really like being a top 3 player in terms of stats, skill, and score every game. My understanding is that if you top the scoreboard for every game with your clan, then you are indeed the best in your clan. There were many times in my older clan I topped in Dom and we went down. And it's not to take shots at my old homies or anything, but as more casual gamer, I didn't like being essential to the clan winning. We had fewer than 30 members in my previous clan, but only 7 people or so being on every week. That was a big reason I went to hard for active members to play with skilled, let me emphasize, gamers. My definition of gamers is someone who takes at least a part out of their life to supply themselves with objects such as controllers, consoles, games, or headsets to play video games. A gamer is an example of someone who may play games over a night out with friends. Moving on, that I indeed found in hard was a lot of gamers. Fitting it was not easy, not at all, especially with half the clan at the time being skeptical of me being in 2 clans, even though it was not a secret. The next reason I went to hard was because as a whole I seen how Mr. Italian God 1987 carried the chip. They didn't really start trouble, they had fun and were good players altogether. They, as hard as it may be, got me to play Search at night. If you haven't learned already, I am not a Search player. The next reason I looked to join this clan was a bit more popular than my other clan, my old clan, but that popularity did not raise a flag to be noticed in bigger terms like a celeb or quote-unquote known. Honestly, it raised a thought, but I believe after a week I totally forgot about that factor. The last reason was the simplest. I was unhappy. Before in a place where sometimes I felt almost everyone was against me, even though it was supposed to be a team where we loved each other. This did not work out the way it was intended, and I admit it. Twice I had been responsible for people joining that clashed with me, either me or others, but we all make mistakes, don't we? Now it's time to go over my adventures, starting with the way I found out hard. My old team did a scrimmage with a team known as GWBG, a team I still associate with sometimes today because I have nothing against them. An old YouTube video in the description will show you a scrim we did on Raid. After everything was over, I figured comp was not my thing, and offered friendly words to all the players. The only person I got in contact with was someone known as Quantissimo. We became friends and I started expanding in the gaming world for the first time. Before this, my friends list fairly reached 80 people, and many were just players I thought were good at COD that could help me win because I felt good in a way. Anyways, I had got told, open quote, if you ever want to join hard, just know there will be an open spot, close quote. This was not said to me by Quantissimo, yet it meant so much to me because back then I had been in gaming clans, not anything more. Sometime later I got hinted by Quantissimo to join, as she had made the decision to do the same. To skip a long story, I had a limit to problems, oh man, I gotta fix that. So I decided once the limit was broken, then I would leave for hard. Over time, I got into what seemed like the popular crowd, met a lot of people, a few that no longer exist in hard. As far as I remember, I met Ced, Jackhammer, Scabby, AU79 Rainbows, Tom, and Hardshell. I still talk to most of these people, and for anyone I don't, I wish you the best in life. Couple weeks or maybe months later, I attempted to be a bigger part in hard, just as I was in my old team, but that request was denied. I wouldn't quit there. Eventually I was given the opportunity to be hard Xbox leader. I did not ask for this job. I wasn't really sure how I was originally going to handle it. I know I've mentioned this story and all before, but I want to add some details that may be surprising to some. First off, the first 2 weeks almost legit nobody wanted to join. I had to have 2 friends of mine from Xbox play in the clan for a temporary time. And to add on to something that is not on the text, people try to join every single day today, as of now, December 2014. Moving on, I treated this clan, its members and all, as softly as possible for a while. I also wanted to keep everyone around for as long as possible. Here are some more facts that many did not know about why I did things in a certain way or manner. The dating rule, which for anyone who doesn't know, is no in-clan dating, as in you can't join and then become, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it may be with anyone in the clan, because I had to stop that. Anyway, the dating rule was made because two separate relationships nearly broke the entire clan down in a matter of 2 weeks. The reason a set of rules is made for people to be required to play with teammates because I've had members who only play with me and refuse to play with other people. The last two things may surprise you all, and two people that can verify for you in this order would be Mike, aka Italian God himself, and Riley, known as Violent Kiss XO. The first one was upon the summer ending. I highly considered discontinuing the recruiting of female players. At this time, it seemed all the newer females that joined had started trouble or drama, and unfortunately, lessons can teach for a lifetime, and I was going to follow this lesson. The biggest reason I did not was because I got a break. It was peaceful, and it was drama-free for a while. The second thing was one of my possible new recruits I anticipated to be in a higher rank than many before even joining Hard. A member from Australia I had planned on being at a higher role, such as Australian leader, to have another division outside of America join and lead. This person was originally called Bring Me Thy Booty. I only discussed this with Riley because she seemed to be the only person that had any type of connection with her before I spoke to her. Did this happen? Yes, indeed it did happen. Some other interesting things that happened in Hard. In COD Ghost, we just couldn't seem to find it as a comp team. We won our first and only tourney on Black Ops 2 during the mid-year point of COD Ghost. All the teams were good, but we managed to blast through the pack and win. What made this very special was that as a whole, Hard is a very respectful and positive clan. We play to win and without trash talking or being disrespectful. I just wanted to say I'm glad to be a part and to give a big shout out to Quantissimo for getting me here originally. I want to thank Italian God 1987 aka Mike for welcoming me into the family. I have a decision to make in January, therefore I expect an easy road to my 22nd birthday on New Year's. Much love from yours truly, Hard Knight.
Yeah, it's all fact, no fiction. It's my interpretation. You wanna know how it went down? I'll tell you. Hey, yo, Biz, turn me up a little bit in the headphones, man. Yeah. Check it. I guess I'll take it back to graduation. Got my degree, but writing songs was my fascination. I got a job installing cable, then I got promoted. Moved out my mama's house, but still this music was the motive. Around this time, I'm bumping Tunnel Rats and CMR. But Lil Jon was on the radio and on the charts. I got creative, took the money that I made and bought a beat machine. Now it's being teed out up late. I volunteer at detention centers to be a leader. I got these young dudes loving the way I get the beat up. I ain't wanna blow up, just wanna give them Jesus. And Ben starting up Reach Records was all I needed. I hit the road on the weekends to do a show. Ain't that some money, but they still gave a little dope. Just a bunch of wild kids in the front row like, you ain't Lil Wayne, you a lame, man, I got it. But I did it, and I was on a mission. And little by little, a couple of them would get it. Was rapping in the hood and folks broke down crying. That's when I knew this was bigger than me and bigger than mine. It's your fact, it's not fiction. You wanna hear the truth, pay attention. And if I never got a mention, still do it for the love and the mission. Kill denied. My interpretation, not fiction. It's all fact, it's all fact, it's all fact, not fiction. Fast forward just a year later, I done dropped my first album, and I'm feeling like I made it. Going all around the world trying to tell them about the fake. And we ain't really getting paper. Nah, I'm about to marry me in late. I left my old job, playing rap paper. I dropped enemy UAV above. Kill, I'm on the way to Memphis. Our UAV is online. UAV sleeping on the floor, hoping you don't pick the way up. Soup Campbell took me in and got my weight up. Then I flew back to Cali, started working on rap. We had a feeling it would be a problem. It's like the Lord wrote the whole thing. But at home I was having problems. Married life was like a bad drink. Yeah. Now we fighting every day. My travel getting heavy. 2 babies, 1 baby mama. I'm arrogant and self-righteous. Helping everybody but my wife is a drama.
Hey,
yep, with you
playing
too.
Team Deathmatch.
We lost A. We lost Alpha. Losing B.
Got it, Cupcake? Kid's not dying. There's one there.
That was an EM1 around there somewhere.
I'm stressed out trying to lead. I'ma bleed myself, burning out. I can see the path.
Charlie, secure.
My pain over beat.
Losing B.
Rehab.
Give me on team 2.
I don't know. I'm most likely taking Omar and Brandon.
Man, I promise you it's like my whole life changed. Andy Crouch wrote a book about
We do have balanced teams, dude.
that I had to make a That's the homies. I ain't do it for the money, man. Clothes out of love. Me and Street working day and night. Wait a minute, now gravity's blowing up. I want a Grammy, and I ain't even tripping on it.
Oh yeah, that's all fourth man.
Fighting for.
Fuck yeah.
Take that flag.
I'm writing songs trying to get subs. I'm writing songs fighting for us. We may run at a different pace, but let's continue the race. You running yours, I'm running mine. I promise I left out a lot of details. Got me said I'm out of time.
Why am I at the bottom? Because of this lag and I got turned on so many times.
Yeah, I was lagging too.
Flag!
It's okay, I beat the shit out of you, Eclipse. Alright.
Why are you mad?
Out of me too.
I punched the fuck out of your face. Like, I was like, eat this, you cocksucker.